Welcome to Tuesday night with the Hitchhiking Bones, everybody. It's great to see you. Thanks for being in chat already, y'all. I appreciate you being here. William will be in just a few minutes, and let me say hello to everybody in chat. We've got a good show planned for you tonight. Hope y'all enjoy it. William just several weeks ago was noticing that there are a ton of Disney movies scheduled for 2026, and there's like almost a movie per month, a Disney movie per month releasing. So he said, we really probably need to cover that and talk about it so people sort of know what to look for when. There's some big ones coming out too. Spider-Man, got Toy Story 5. Oh my gosh. And then towards the end of the year in December, Avengers, which is going to be sort of a sequel or the next movie after Endgame. So that one's going to be really interesting. A lot of secrecy surrounding that, and there's some other ones too. So how's my sound, guys? Let me know how my sound is, if that's okay. But welcome in, Mandy. Boo to you. Mandy, it's always good to see you in our chat and in other chats in our Disney community. Always so good to see you. Hey, Dave, welcome in. Tina, hello, Ghosts and Ghouls. And Dave, it's always good to see you. Always. Howdy, Musketeers, listening while finishing up some work. Good deal. I love it when people, keep us on the background. I do that a lot. When I am watching other streams, a lot of times I will, just put my phone on and, put my earbud in and walk around the house and do housework or, whatever, even running errands in town, sometimes going through the grocery store, but listening to a stream. So I really appreciate that. Jonathan, welcome in. Jonathan, it's always good to see you, our Canadian friend. We appreciate you so much every time you're in chat. It really does mean a lot to us. So hello there. And Jason Thibodeau, one of our channel members in green. We appreciate y'all so much. Hello, Dawn, this is Tina, Dave, and Jonathan. We appreciate y'all so much. Anybody's name, guys, who appears in green in the chat blesses us with they're members of our channel, and they bless us with a little bit of money every month to kind of keep things going, contribute to new equipment and what have you. That all that goes right straight back into the channel. So we are humbled by your wanting to help us with that. And if you're interested, there is a join button, and there are different levels that you can support us at if you choose to do that. We really appreciate it. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. We will be in shortly. And let's see, did I get a sound check? Dean, hey, Dean, golly, Dean is killing it, y'all, on his YouTube channel. He had a fantastic live stream earlier in the day. Yesterday, it was yesterday, Dean? Oh my gosh, yes, yesterday. Y'all will have to forgive me. We've got so much going on here. Not our usual goings on in the Bone household. Just some stuff we got to take care of. And I honestly don't know whether I'm coming or going. So y'all bear with me. Yesterday, Dean did the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt, and it's so much fun in Epcot, and just tons of fun. I really enjoyed that. Gorgeous day. It's worth watching the stream just to see Epcot and not a cloud in the sky yesterday. So welcome in. Mr. Juma, hello. Welcome to you. We always appreciate you being here, Mr. Juma. I tell you, it just makes my day to see you in the chat. Thanks everybody for being here. We have a really good show for you tonight, I think, or one that um, we thought we should do, given the number of Disney movies that are coming out this year in 2026. We've already had one of them drop, but we're going to talk about 9 different movies that are coming out in different months, Disney movies. And so cover those, give you their ratings. If we know anything about the plot, we'll talk a little bit about that. And some of them already have trailers out. So we're going to talk about that when William gets in. And oh, hey, Jillian, welcome. Hannah Montana Day. Okay, Jillian, I did see that actually in this day in Disney history that this is Hannah Montana Day. I enjoyed the early episodes of Hannah Montana. I really did. I thought it was a really neat lot. So many kids, grew up watching it. I really, Wizards of Waverly Place and all of those. I really enjoyed those too. Yeah, let's see. Let me go back and chat and make sure I haven't missed anybody. Let's read this day in Disney history. It is Hannah Montana Day. One point of business, though, that I really that I really need to take care of before we do that is I may have mentioned it, but I can't remember. Very important birthday that happened recently, and we need to recognize it. Dave Stragan had a birthday, one of our amazing ghost hosts, and I wanted to wish you a happy birthday on the live stream, as is our custom. If we don't know about your birthday and you want to let us know so we can wish you a happy birthday, by all means, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. But again, this is our Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway train whistle. Happy belated birthday, Dave. We appreciate you. Loud noise warning if you're wearing earbuds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, Dave. We appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Let me kind of organize over here, y'all. But yeah, happy birthday again, Dave. I know that we wished you, a lot of people that knew about that wished you a happy birthday. But I really hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. And if I've done it already and I don't remember it, which wouldn't surprise me at all these days, doesn't hurt to say happy birthday again. So, yeah, you're considering having another birthday. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. Tony, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tony, haven't seen you in a while. I always appreciate you popping in. Yeah, if I'm going to keep having birthdays, I definitely want to keep having birthdays. The alternative is not good, Dave. No. So yeah, celebrating a bunch of birthdays in Disney World. Absolutely, that's the best way to celebrate. We've been blessed. I've been blessed to celebrate a few. I think 3 maybe at Walt Disney World, and so. Yeah, it's cool. This day in Disney history, I'll just quickly, while we're waiting on William. Harry Houdini, we're going to go all the way back to the 1800s. Harry Houdini, magician and escapologist, stunt performer, actor, and film producer noted for his sensational escape acts, is born Eric Weiss in Budapest, Hungary. Though, do y'all remember Houdini? Younger people may not be as familiar with Houdini, but he was an amazing escape artist and magician. Though Houdini claimed in interviews to have been born in Appleton, Wisconsin. In 1987, the film Young Harry Houdini, starring Will Wheaton as a part of their recently relaunched Disney Sunday Movie on ABC TV. And that's interesting. In 1987, I had forgotten about that particular uh, uh, um, show on TV. The film told the story of the lost years of Eric Weiss. Disney adapted many of, let's see, hang on. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I'm on a totally different date here. But Harry Houdini, if you don't look him up, if you're not familiar with Harry Houdini, fascinating, really fascinating man, and with those there's some Disney ties, y'all. Let's see, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 19. Okay. Hang on a second. I think I must have left out a date here. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Disney adapted many of Jules Verne's stories into films, such as Search of the Castaways, Around the World in 80 Days, and there was even a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine voyage attraction at the Magic Kingdom, which I rode as a child. Let's see, there was also a submarine voyage attraction in Disneyland starting in 59, but it was not themed to that. They did have a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea walkthrough attraction for a short time when the film was released, interestingly enough. And that was, of course, French novelist Jules Verne, who was the author of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, died at the age of 77 in 1905. I got my wires crossed there a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. 1944, U.S. Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant Drill Instructor turned actor R. Lee Ermey is born. Ronald Lee Ermey in Emporia, Kansas, often typecast to the roles of authority figures. Now, this guy, y'all have seen him, whether you know it or not. You have seen him. He provided the voice of Sarge for Toy Story 2, and 3. His Disney voice credits also include Fillmore, Recess School's Out, and Buzz Lightyear, Star Command, The Adventure Begins. And he was also in like Apocalypse Now, Full Metal Jacket, which I don't totally recommend because of the language, but just really, really good. He also did a very memorable, oh man, what was this insurance commercial, guys? What was it? I don't think it was Progressive, but there was an insurance commercial that he did that was absolutely hilarious, where he's playing a psychiatrist. Absolutely hilarious, but a very talented actor. A couple more. Disneyland's version of the Country Bear Jamboree opened in 1972 on this day in Bear Country, sponsored first by Pepsi-Cola. It was the second version of the attraction. Yes, Pepsi-Cola was once in Disneyland. It's all Coke products now, thankfully, but it's the second version of the attraction. First opened in Walt Disney World in October. The attraction is a stage show with audio animatronic figures. We all know the original Country Bear Jamboree. Most of the bears, most of the characters are bears who perform country music. So that was a neat one. And then in 1987, some Disney CEO, history here. Michael Eisner and French Prime Minister Jacques Chirac signed the Euro Disney protocol to bring the new Disneyland resort Paris to France. So, and that happened in 1987. So it's been a little while, y'all. But I thought that was an interesting. Oh well, hey William.
Hello.
Hey
everybody.
Let me turn my sound up here. I was just rattling on. You should have said something.
It's fine. I wasn't going to stop you. I was saying hi to everybody in the chat.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's great to have y'all here. What has your week been like?
It's been good. yeah, it's been busy, but it's been good, and the rest of the week will also be busy, but good things. So, um, but yeah, it's been a good week. If y'all you weren't able to last week, check out my stream from last week. Giving kind of the high points of
Mhm.
our recent trip to Walt Disney World. We had a great time with me and Jillian and Wyatt and Wesley. I just had a whole lot of fun. And I'll still, I've still got some. Actually, have a bunch of show and tell stuff tonight um, to show. And actually, I'll show a couple of things here. Right. Oh, actually, I'll let you wrap up this day of Disney history, and then I'll show a few
That's
things.
it. That was the end of it.
Oh,
Circle right
oh
in.
yeah, and also too, it's the 20-year anniversary of Hannah Montana as well.
Yeah.
There's a special on Disney Plus. Jillian watched that earlier, and I watched some of it too. Um,
Oh, fun.
but it's really neat. Kind of walk down memory lane for her, and uh, several other folks. Um, and so there's a I mean, at the height of her popularity with Hannah Montana, she was insanely popular.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That really was.
and so,
I like Hannah Montana.
yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, I wasn't my thing, obviously, but but the
More of
girls
a girl thing, I
the
think.
girls ate it up. The girls
Yeah.
ate it up for sure. Um, So some random show and tell stuff, just super quick before we dive into this day, or before we dive into the show topic of the night. Um, they have in the Japan Pavilion, which I'll discuss a little bit more in a minute. But in the Japan Pavilion, they have they're called little gotcha machines, and I don't know just a ton about it, but apparently, Japanese folks love mystery. Mystery. I guess little knickknack machines, because they have a bunch of them in the Japan Pavilion. But anyway, um, so we did a couple. The boys, I don't have the Kirby's with me, but they got little action figures of Kirby, which is really cool because Wyatt and I played the Kirby game. I'm trying to remember what the Kirby uh, Kirby and the Forgotten Land is the game that Wyatt and I played together on the Switch, and we beat. But what was really neat is in these little random figure machines that drop these little balls out. Um,
Oh,
they had one for Kirby
okay.
and had some Kirby.
Be right back
Yes.
for you.
Okay. Well, they had some Kirby action figures in one of the machines that you could pick from, and then some of the other ones are little Gundam. Is like a little robot looking figure guys. Um, but see, I'm trying to figure out. Does it show? I think I want to say it's this guy that's in here. He's a little Gundam character. He's like big machines, big mechanical robot mech suit looking guys. But my younger brother wanted one of the Gundam characters from the little mystery figure dispenser, and then his Adam's girlfriend wanted one of the, I think, is it called Kuromi? But anyway, sorry, I don't know a ton about it, but there's a cute little cat looking thing there, a little hat on. I think it's loosely related to Hello Kitty, maybe. Again, don't know a ton about it, but I thought they were fun. And also, too, circling back to my point about the boys, they both got little Kirby action figures from the machine, which was neat because the little figures look like the little collectibles that you can get in the Kirby and the Forgotten Land video game. So it was neat because it kind of tied back into when Wyatt and I had played and beaten the video game Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So it was neat to get little figures of Kirby that looked like they were from the physical versions of the little figures that we got in the game. It was pretty neat. Some other stuff, again. So why did we walk all over Epcot? We had a really great Epcot day. We usually don't spend as much time walking the pavilions as we really should on those trips. But we did the spikes pollination exploration, uh, kind of, hide and seek type thing. It says Spike the Bee is busy pollinating the gardens around Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. As you explore the festival, look for Spike as he pollinates plants while gathering pollen and nectar. When you find him in each garden on your map, add the corresponding sticker of the plant he is visiting to your map. Whether you choose to search for Spike or not, redeem your map by June 1st for a small keepsake while supplies last. So,
And
we
Dan actually did that yesterday. Dan
So
did that on live yesterday.
which was a lot of fun. And the boys, as we were walking around the different pavilions and around, the World Showcase, the World Showcase, and here in the front as well. It was a lot of fun, walking around looking for Spike, and then putting the stickers for each of the different gardens that we found him in. And then also too, we did, we put in the work on our Epcot day, because we also did the extravaganza 2026 Easter egg hunt, which was a whole lot of fun. It says it's springtime here at Epcot. Join the search for 12 eye-catching eggs, each resembling a beloved bunny rabbit. As you find each egg, mark its location on your map with its matching sticker. So we knocked that out as well. And you can see the different rabbits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
different
cute.
bunny characters, which is really neat.
That's cute.
But it was a whole lot of fun. Some of them much harder to find than others. And you had to look up, not just, down toward the ground, but also up, on some ledges and stuff to find some of these. So we had just the best time doing that. And then Jillian put a little bit of money on one of these gift cards because it was really cute. And then, little orange bird. What you call it? Watering can gift card. Just put like $20 on it, and it's super cute. Great way to keep track of your gift card. So thought that was pretty fun there with the orange bird. But we got a lot of really cool pins, and I'll show some of those later on. We completed our duck set. Yeah, right. Yeah, good point. Yeah, who knew there were that many rabbits in Disney IP, right? Now, yeah. We completed our duck. So there's a blind bag or mystery blind bag pin set of the rubber duckies, like Disney character rubber duckies. We completed our pin set, and I was excited. I was like, yes, had this sense of accomplishment, and we braved. It can be intimidating. The traders there at Epcot, that know all their stuff, and they got the gigantic binders, and they got a lot of really cool stuff, and so it can be intimidating, walking up in there, with my humble itty bitty pin bag. But we were able to negotiate and trade for the we're missing Dumbo. We actually pulled Stitch, which we were very, me and the boys and Jill were all very excited about. And just randomly, I got this really cool pin, this really cool Tron pin from the gift shop there next to that Space Mountain dumps you out into. So I thought that was super cool. Yeah. But I'll show some more pins later on, and I'll continue as we're talking to fish out all of my ducks and try to get my ducks in a row, if you will. But anyway, we're so excited to complete our duck set. And then, lo and behold, about 2 or 3 days after we get home from our trip, somebody posts a new bag. They did a series 2 of the ducks. And I was like, I said, don't show me this. We just completed the first set. So whoever posted the picture got a good kick out of it.
I bet I bet that those duck pens have been so popular that they decided to do another
Well,
round.
I mean, the
The
thing
thing
is,
is, they're nice big. They're so cute, and they're nice big ones.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, look, this is just a regular, hidden Mickey pin,
Uh-huh.
and then this, here's the duck pin next to it. I mean, that's got great size.
It does. It
So,
really does. Yeah.
anyway, I'm continuing trying to get my ducks in a row here, and I'll show some more pins as we go on. But anyway, we got to the end, completed the first set, and then of course they drop another set. So
Of
anyway,
course. Right.
um,
Just as you complete it. Just the timing is just right there.
mhm.
The tab says
They knew
duck
me
marshmallow
specifically.
effect. Yeah. Squishmallow, yeah. The duck thing, too, Pam, that's been so popular is if you own a Jeep, getting ducked
Mhm.
with the rubber ducks. My eldest son Steven has a Jeep, and he gets ducked a lot. And the tradition just kind of grew from somebody had the idea for Jeeps to put just leave a duck on a Jeep. And what's really been cool about it is that um, a lot of been every kind of duck you can imagine, has been
Uh-huh.
made for people to buy.
Oh, they're
To
selling a ton of ducks at Disney currently, like a
go out
ton of character ducks, and I've seen those like at like Five Below, but they've
right.
rolled out a big wave of like duck, and also there's like duck keychain plushes also of
Uh,
characters. So
uh,
they're they have gone they have completely dove into the duck craze, if you will.
pun intended. Pun intended.
Right.
They have jumped into the pond.
They have.
Um, but yeah, Jonathan says, "Are you ready? Round 2,
Right.
spin."
Right. Too true.
Oh goodness, I do. I bet that has been a really popular set of pins. Okay, do we want? Let's see. Is there anything else? Do we want to go
Oh
ahead
yeah,
and jump in?
along with Spike the Bee there, we got the pass holder Spike the Bee pin for Flower
Oh,
and Garden. He's really cute.
oh, very nice. Yeah, yeah, very nice. Yeah. I like Spike the Bee. I don't think I have. I have one pin that I got last year at Flower and Garden of Spike the Bee, but I think that's the only merch that I have of him. I have some Orange Bird merch, but not Spike the Bee.
Yeah.
It was kind of added later, I think. So, a Frankenstein rubber ducky. What will they think of next, Bam? Oh, proof that merchandising, they will make any kind of merchandise to, sell you something. It's
Mhm.
merchandising knows no limit. Do we want to go ahead and get into these movies, William? And
Sure. Let's go.
I feel like we're probably not going to spend a whole lot of time on some of them, but I think we'll just kind of skip over a couple of them more or less and just mention them. But
Yeah.
then there are a couple of them that we do want to spend a little time on. So we'll see. Let's jump into this and talk about the movies that are actually coming in 2026 because there are quite a few. There are. Let's see. Hang on just a second. Let me. Well, hang on, guys. Okay, my screen has changed.
Okay. Can see your
Let me
screen,
fix
but
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Interesting. Well, my screen. It's funny. My screen is kind of changed up. I think we must have gotten a StreamYard update. at any rate, Disney. These are all the movies that are Disney movies that are coming in 2026. So this runs all the way from this month to December. A lot of them coming. You've got Hoppers, which is already released March the 6th. The Devil Wears Prada, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, Grogu, Toy Story 5, Moana, Spider-Man, Brand New Day, Super Troopers 3, Hexed, and Avengers Doomsday. So, several big ones coming up there, y'all. And William just, noticed this, like I said, a couple weeks ago and said, probably need to kind of go over these and, the ratings. And several of them already have trailers. But right, Pam, nice movie lineup. I love Strawberry Field Fairy wants to see Moana. Absolutely. And that's going to be the live action. So we're gonna jump into this, y'all. The first one, now this one is already out, and I have not seen it yet. Has anybody seen Hoppers? William, have y'all seen it?
We have not.
Okay, this
We've
one,
heard it's good. Yeah, we've seen positive reviews from folks on it, so but we just hadn't seen it.
Too. Yeah, I have seen some pretty positive reviews on it. I don't know if I'll go see this one. If I could take the grands, before it goes away, I might, and it may have already left theaters here. Sometimes they hang around, for a little while, the animated ones. I think our theater in Texarkana hangs on to these a little bit longer because they know that parents will bring their kids, This one stars Piper Curda, Bobby Moynihan, and Kathy Najimy. Yes, from Hocus Pocus. It's animated, so these are voice actors, and the characters are Mabel, King George, Dr. Sam, Mayor Jerry. The storyline is a 19-year-old animal lover uses technology that places her consciousness into a robotic beaver to uncover mysteries within the animal world beyond her imagination. So, I know that it is getting, some good reviews, and it's rated PG, probably for, some action or whatever.
Cartoon violence or something.
Could be. They're very, very picky about the difference between G and PG anymore. They'll go ahead and jump to that PG rating, sometimes where in years past it would have been a G. This is the first Pixar movie following the disappointing release of Elio in 2025. That one didn't do as well as they had hoped. And so, has anybody seen Hoppers? It does look it looks good, Jonathan. It really does. So we'll probably, I might go see that. If not, I will see it when it comes to a Disney Plus. Next we have, and this one, y'all, the ladies in the audience, The Devil Wears Prada. I loved this movie. This first movie was so cute and so well done. I hope they do a good job with this one. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming out May the 1st. So it stars Anne Hathaway as Andy Sachs, Meryl Streep as Miranda Priestley, Stanley Tucci as Nigel, and Emily Blunt as Emily. Of course, that's the original cast. And IMDb, most of this information I got from imdb.com, which is Internet Movie Database. It's a fantastic resource for movies and TV. Get ready for Anne Hathaway sporting high fashion and Meryl Streep giving cold looks. The Devil Wears Prada is back. Fellow cast members from the original 2006 movie return for this look inside the elite world of fashion publishing. So I never saw a Stanley Tucci movie that I didn't like. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep does a fantastic job. Good casting here, and Emily Blunt. This Devil Wears Prada was one of her very first movie, possibly her breakout role. And of course, you see her in a lot of things. She was in the Jungle Cruise. Was the one of them, and also Mary
Mary
Poppins.
Poppins Returns.
Mary Poppins Returns, notably as a couple of her Disney ties there. So she has she's coming back in this. Excited about that one. As I said, I love the Devil Wears Prada. So it wasn't Jill. It was me too. It was me too. I hope they do a good job with it, Jillian. So this one, I think it'll be good. I don't see how it could not be with that cast. So it's going to be set in New York again. I'm really interested to know. I totally love Stanley Tucci as Nigel. Meryl Streep has said that one of the hard things about this role, as talented an actress as she is, was making Miranda mean, as kind of the antagonist, sort of the villain. But she said she had to sort of kind of be a likable villain. So it was a fun line to walk, and she managed to do it beautifully, I thought. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Anne Hathaway has just aged beautifully. She's still just as gorgeous as ever. Looking forward to all of it, right down to the fashion that goes with it. So
we just watched The Princess Diaries recently. Speaking of Anne Hathaway,
yeah. Here's a big one, William, that we've been waiting for. The Mandalorian and Grogu. The thing about my first reaction to the title of this movie was it's like naming your dog Spot. I don't know. There was not a whole lot of thought that went into the title, but I really don't care as long as the movie.
I mean, I don't really know what else you'd call it. I mean, the TV or the Disney Plus show is called The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I think they just decided to go less is more here. Let's not overly complicate it. Because if you call it like, Star Wars: The Adventures of the Mandalorian or something like that, it's like, okay, that's pretty much basically the same thing, right. Or if you call it something else, it's like, okay, what's the movie about? But I feel like Star Wars: The Mandalorian Grogu is like, oh, okay, so it's about the Mandalorian and Grogu. We don't have to overcomplicate things. Let's just go. Right. Make it easy here for everybody.
Yeah, you're probably right. That was kind of the thinking in the meeting that they had to name this movie.
Yeah.
Director Jon Favreau, again. Y'all know how much we love The Mandalorian and Grogu. All 3 seasons we have on
Grogu. I got a little.
Yeah.
Jillian pulled this little green Grogu pin. This is a little super cute. There's the last couple of Hidden Mickey waves they've done. They did like blue characters, and so they're all all blue characters, and then this one was green characters. So I was really excited. Jillian pulled the Grogu from the mystery bag.
Yeah. Well, this is, of course, concept art that they did. We have all 3 seasons, y'all. We reviewed every single episode, and it's on a playlist on our channel. Yeah. If you'd like to look at that, I think it's some of our best content. We really dove deep into history and Star Wars history and what have you. And while we were doing that, William, I really, really got good at Star Wars trivia and what have you. I've probably forgotten some of it now, but because we really dove deep into characters and history, and where they fit in the timeline. It's some good content. But yeah, I am really looking forward to this. It will be in theaters. Writers are Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Noah Clure, whose name I don't recognize, but in that company, he's got to be pretty good. The music again is going to be done by Ludwig Göransson, who did the music for the series.
Yeah,
and so stars are back. Pedro Pascal as Din Djarin, Jeremy Allen White as Rhoda the Hutt, and Sigourney Weaver, a new character, should be interesting. She plays Colonel Ward, who was supposed to have been she's always been around. In other words, she was a colonel, and I want to say the Clone Wars. Let's see if I can look. Let's see. Well, I'll find my note down there somewhere. But yeah, so we're adding her to the series, which is really cool. Martin Scorsese will voice an Ardennian fry cook, which is really interesting. He's usually director, producer, great director, but yeah, he's gonna be voicing an Ardennian. So, and the Mandalorian showrunner Jon Favreau will direct this next chapter in the bounty hunter story, and it just should be a lot of fun. At the Star Wars, here's my note. At Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025, Jon Favreau shared that Sigourney Weaver's character is named Colonel Ward, and she fought in the rebellion. So should be in. I'm sure she'll do a good job. I really am. But I'm just really excited about this one. We'll have to go see this in IMAX.
Yeah.
I would definitely, I think have to see this one in IMAX. But the series is one of my favorites. Probably, I don't know of any series that has been more popular in Disney Plus. Do you, William?
Well, I mean, other than Moana, apparently, that's why we've got Moana did decent in theaters, and then people watched like some insane amount of watch time watching Moana on Disney Plus. So that's why we have Moana: The Journey of the Water at parks, and then you could meet her at various, Animal Kingdom and Epcot. And then also too, that's how we ended up with that's why they put Moana 2 in theaters instead of putting it out on Disney Plus as they originally planned. And now, as we'll discuss here in a minute, we're getting live action Moana. And yes, so, but I saw a post earlier. I don't know if I can't remember if I bookmarked it or not.
Years, letting your voice rest. I will be on Team Replay. I will be on Team Replay.
It looks like I didn't mark it, but yeah, I saw a long post on X earlier today talking about the numbers behind Moana, and that's that's why we're getting so much Moana.
Yeah, see, I didn't realize that it had just gotten just blown up like that.
Here it is. Yeah, a user on X named Anisha Munka tweeted, and again, I haven't fact checked these numbers, but I would assume they're probably right. But you can always check it if you want. Disney is about to triple dip on a single cartoon in under 2 years, and the math says you'd be insane not to. The original Moana made $643 million at the box office in 2016. Solid, not spectacular. Then something weird happened. On Disney Plus, the movie refused to die. Nielsen data shows it has been streamed for over 1.4 billion with a
Oh
B
my gosh, that's
hours
crazy.
on the platform, the equivalent of someone watching the full movie 775 million times. It
Golly,
was the number one most watched film across all streaming services in both 2023 and 2024. Non
okay,
MCU
so this
movie,
is
not
Moana
Star
2.
Wars. Yeah. A Polynesian teenager and a shape shifting demigod. That streaming explosion is why Moana 2, originally intended as a Disney Plus TV series, was rerouted to theaters. Bob Iger made the call in February 2024. It went on to gross 1.059 billion worldwide on a TV show budget. Deadline
Wow.
pegged the net profit at 415 million, making it the second most profitable film of 2024. Now comes the live action version. Disney's live action remakes have grossed over 9 billion combined, despite production budgets of about 2 billion. The Lion King in 2019 did 1.66 billion. I despise the live action Lion King.
I did too. Sorry, John Favreau. It was
Yeah.
it was a stinker.
Beauty and the Beast did 1.26 billion. Love Beauty and the Beast live action. It's on a very short list of live action Disney movies that I like.
That's true.
Lilo and Stitch just crossed 1.038 billion at the worldwide box office on a $100 million budget. But the formula is not automatic. Snow White, released in March 2025 on a 250 million budget, or over 250 million budget, made 205 million worldwide and cost Disney an estimated 115 million. So, torpedoed, pew.
Right.
Snow White, did terrible. The difference between a billion and a bomb, whether people are already watching the original on repeat before the remake even gets announced. Moana's demand is not close to anything else in Disney's vault. 1.4 billion hours streamed. It's the most watched movie on all streaming those 2 years running. Lin-Manuel Miranda is back writing songs for the live action version after he sat out Moana 2. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, is physically playing Maui for the first time. And I never know how to say the voice actor for Moana's name, but Ali Carvalho, I butchered that hardcore, who voiced Moana in both animated films, turned down the live action lead so another Pacific Islander could take the role. Catherine, in her film debut, stepped in. Carvalho stayed on as an executive producer. Between the original, the sequel, and the live-action remake in theaters July 10th, the Moana franchise is tracking toward a combined theatrical gross approaching $3 billion from a single set of characters in under a decade. Disney now owns 33 of the 58 films that have ever crossed $1 billion worldwide. That's 57% of the billion-dollar club from one studio. The internet can debate whether these remakes should exist. Disney's spreadsheet has already won that argument. So, there you go.
Right. Yeah.
So,
interesting.
Anyway, so yeah, we're right at 10 years into Moana. And it's funny because I remember watching one of the shows. I don't think it's Behind the Attraction. It's one of the other shows on Disney Plus, and an Imagineer talked about like there's a process, like for them to make the decision to make a ride off an intellectual property, like there's a whole process to that.
I'm sure.
And so
that would be a good idea. Yeah,
right.
There are a lot of pencil pushing and a lot of data goes into that decision. Just finishing up on the Mandalorian. I did want to say that we will miss Carl Weathers as Grief Karga in that one. Carl Weathers' death was just tough for a lot of it. He was a fantastic actor, and when we saw that he was going to be one of the characters in The Mandalorian, I was just absolutely thrilled to see him back on the screen. So we definitely will miss him in this movie. Let's see. Anything else that I wanted to mention here? This
Pam would ask, so are we looking at a Moana ride in the future? Well, I think that they kind of compromised a little bit, and they did Moana Journey of Water there at Epcot because they did have a boat-based ride. Then they had done patents there at for Animal Kingdom. They had previously announced that there would, I want to say they previously announced, or maybe it's just alluded to in concept art, but I think D23, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, they had kind of like teased a Moana attraction. You'd ride in a boat, and I want to say they had filed some sort of patent for like dome-based projection, technology. And so I think, you're going to essentially hop on a Moana boat and sure they have some sort of projection for some sort of effect. But anyway, so yeah, I think for now we've got the Journey of Water. Whether or not they decide to add something later on, we'll have to wait and see. But
and
the fact that they weren't,
we may could very well. Millennium Falcon, by the way, Smuggler's Run is getting an update to. It's going to have a Mandalorian mission will debut, which is going to be cool. It's
the engineer will interact with Grogu in some meaningful way. I think is what they said.
Yeah, and so that's going to be of course in for the film release, but beginning May 22nd, that mysterious Mandalorian bounty hunter is juggling Grogu will be in an exciting new mission tracking down elusive ex-Imperial officers throughout the galaxy. For the first time ever, the crew will be in control of their own destination, leading to potential adventures on Bespin, the wreckage of the second Death Star around Endor, or the just-announced bustling city planet Coruscant. A new gameplay addition allows the engineer positions to communicate with Grogu during the mission. So that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that on Smuggler's Run. So that will probably bring new lines to Smuggler's Run. Toy Story 5, y'all, is coming out, of course, animated June the 19th. And this is probably going to get a G or a PG rating. There is a teaser or a couple teasers out for this.
Yep.
We've got, of course, most of our cast is coming back. Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom. Love his character. Annie Potts as Bo Peep, and of course John Ratzenberger as Ham. So Combat Carl will be played by Ernie Hudson. And here's another tip of the ears, y'all, to Carl Weathers. Combat Carl, many of you may not realize that Combat Carl was so named as an original tip of the ears to. That's why he's so named in the very first movie. Of course, Carl Weathers passed, and he Ernie Hudson, is from a lot of movies, but Ghostbusters is where I remember him from. Spaceship Ears, tip of the ears to you, as we mentioned, Ghostbusters. But so I'm really looking forward to this again. We won't miss Carl Weathers, but looking forward to this one. I honestly, y'all know how I feel about this. They could have cut it off at the third movie, and I would have been perfectly happy. I thought the fourth movie was totally not needed, and I was not happy with the ending of it. But we'll see what they do with this one.
I do,
Right, exactly.
It's funny.
Okay.
Toy Story 5. I do think it's an interesting, an interesting way to take the story. It's kind of confusing. How are we going to bring the group back together?
Mhm.
I think it's pretty wild that they've given Woody a bald spot on the back of his head per the trailer. Uh,
Okay. Okay, and that was totally the jump the shark moment for me.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
yeah,
I There's so
uh,
much I could say about this. We will probably talk about it a
yeah.
little bit more later,
Uh,
but uh,
but anyway, yeah, I don't know. Um, I mean, yeah, essentially, it's the quest for more money. It's, is what Toy Story is at this point. Uh, I don't know. I was hoping that the trajectory and story wise, and who knows, maybe they'll still do it at some point. We'll probably get a Toy Story 6 and 7. Uh, but I was hoping at some point they'd continue to age Bonnie to where at some point she'd give the toys back to Andy for his kids. Um,
William, that's
is-
a great idea.
yeah, and
That's a
that's
great idea.
that's what I was hoping.
Oh god,
Might happen, and who knows?
what a
Maybe we'll
great
get it.
idea.
We'll probably be up to Toy Story 9 by the time that happens. But anyway, and
Okay, you heard it here first. That's
yeah,
obviously how that should go.
yeah.
Love it.
But anyway, yeah, I understand. They they're in an interesting situation because movies that are doing numbers at the box office for them are sequels. And it's one of the criticisms people have is, oh well, all you guys know how to do are sequels these days. You can't do anything
Mhm,
new or original. And the
mhm.
bad thing is when they do things that are new or original, they don't do big numbers at the box office lately.
Right, right.
Uh, with Elio. Granted, I think Hopper's had a really good opening, which is cool. But I'm not sure how they're trending currently. But
Right.
I did hear the Hoppers had a good opening, which is great. But that's the thing is that look at Inside Out. What is scripture arthritis. But um,
Woody
that's the
goes on
thing.
Social Security.
I mean, it's almost like they're hedging the performance of these newer, more original IPs. It's like they're hedging those and offsetting, the performance of those with the performance of the sequels that have made tons and tons of money.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so anyway,
Well,
um,
yeah, and part of that, I mean, part of that is because there were several years there, in recent years where they really did kind of abandon good storytelling.
yeah.
Um, and uh, I don't know, I think that I really think that there are several things that hit the
Yeah.
Disney company really hard, and I think they lost a lot of their older writers, maybe who and let
Oh,
me just mention
Pixar
that.
for sure. There's no doubt.
uh,
Pixar absolutely
Pixar,
did.
William, let's just be honest. I know the circumstances surrounding it, but John Lasseter's departure just about destroyed Pixar.
Yeah, it definitely didn't help. I mean, they went from I don't know that any studio had the run that Pixar had their
No problem.
first several movies that they put out.
Yeah,
It was insane.
no
How
problem.
well they did.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
as I look here at the list, these are the top 10 animated, highest grossing animated films of all time. Um, we've got, uh, and again, this is not adjusted for inflation or anything, but the top 10, we have Niza 2, which never heard of that before in my life, some sort of Chinese animated film. We have Zootopia 2. and then which again, sequel.
Yeah.
Inside Out 2, sequel. The
Mhm.
Lion King live action, which I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah, I mean, come on. I would rather jump down to number 18 with the Lion King from 1994. So the live action remake, animated, number
Mhm.
4 on the list. Number 5, Frozen, sequel. Number
Yes.
6, Super
Yes.
Mario Brothers movie. How about that? Which
Interesting.
Super Mario Brothers movie, the Super Mario Galaxy comes out April 1st, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Um, Let me double check that. Pretty sure. Let's see here. Yes, April 1st. So me and the boys, we'll don our Mario and Luigi hats and
Mhm.
go watch that here pretty soon within the next week. Um, Back to my list
Yeah.
here. Frozen number 7 after Super Mario Brothers. Number 8, Incredibles 2 sequel, and not near as good as Incredibles 1, but might I add. Which again, adding to the news here, they announced an Incredibles 3, which I don't know how to feel about that, because I was not blown away by Incredibles 2. Um, Number 9 on the list, Minions. Very
Well,
surprising, frankly.
the addition of cursing to that movie,
Oh yeah,
um,
it didn't
just
help.
just well, I think it was unacceptable, but I
Yeah.
just
Oh, it was.
was not for that at all.
Uh, Number 9 on the list, Minions, which is very surprising to me.
Mhm.
Uh, because it's Minions is which I've grown to appreciate Minions a bit more because I've watched it a few more times with the boys. The first time I watched it in theaters, I was like, "Man, what are we doing?"
Right.
It's just because like so much of it is just Minions making funny noises, versus normal movie dialogue. But anyway, and number ten on the list, Toy Story 4. So
Mm.
there's a fair chance Toy Story 5 will do. Uh, we'll do bigger numbers than that. And just to
Right.
extend the list here, to point out the popularity of Toy Story, number 11 on the list is Toy Story 3. So there you go. Um, and I'll say, looking at this list here, in the discussion on sequels, obviously, and I want to say there's an old tweet from James Gunn, that talks about the advantage that sequels have over the original movie, in that you spend less time character building because people are already familiar with the characters and
Right.
yada yada yada.
Right.
There's an old tweet about James Gunn mentions about he goes through a list of some of his favorite sequel movies that were better than the original, if you will. But anyway,
Not very many on that list, I wouldn't think.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. And so I mean, there's no question that why did they keep pumping out sequels to these very these franchises? I don't think Zootopia 2 is better than Zootopia 1. I don't think Inside Out 2 is better than Inside Out 1. Lion King live action remake, that doesn't even count for me, and it's wildly inferior to the original animated film. Frozen 2, I don't think Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. And then you got the original Frozen there. Incredibles 2, absolutely not better than Incredibles 1. Minions, I gotta say, I still think Minions is probably, it's further down on my list of Despicable Me movies. Um, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they
definitely.
did. And now I want to say they're doing another Minions movie, which I thought was interesting because they just wrapped it up very well, with Despicable Me 4. Um, but anyway,
Yes, 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 Strawberry Field Fairy. Yes.
there's
Yes.
definitely there's
That is
definitely other
definitely
Minions and Despicable Me related movies that I like better, like more than Minions.
well done. Hey, welcome in.
Toy Story 4, is it's I would put it at the bottom of the Toy Story movies that I like.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
it's a battle. 1 through 3 stack up with any franchise that's done 3 movies.
Oh
any,
yeah.
any any
Oh
franchise
yeah.
that's done a trilogy, Toy Stories 1 through 3 got to be at the top.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
and so 4 is just meh. Uh, uh, is what it is, if you will. But yeah, you wonder. Oh, why does Disney keep making sequels? That
That's
this
why.
list here of highest grossing animated films is why they keep making sequels.
Right.
Because that's what people will show up the box office for.
Yeah. Yeah. It's making money.
Yep.
Um, well, and uh, let's see. Uh, well, um, yeah, there's so many things that go into this dynamic, and movies in general as to the directions they've gone and what have you. And I feel like it's not just Disney, but I think a lot of the studios have just gotten away from good basic writing, you know,
Yeah.
um, and have not put out things that um, that they could have really. Oh, thank you. Thanks for hopping in, John. We appreciate you. We appreciate
I
it.
saw some sort of quote. Speaking of what you're saying right now, Mom, I saw some sort of quote from Pete Doctor that I could not have possibly it made me want to hit my head against a brick wall because I was like, brother, I could have told you that. You, hold on, let me see if I can find the quote from. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Continue on, and I'll finish my point there. Have a
Well,
good night, listeners.
yeah, I was just going to say the storyline to this to Toy Story 5 is basically the gang will go up against their biggest foe yet, technology, and I like that. I do like that idea. They're always the whole thread through all of the movies is their fear of getting replaced as toys. So they're going to introduce technology, and we'll see what happens with that. Um, Jeff Berkman and Anna Vocino has been cast as the new voices for the Potato Heads. Unused archive recordings of Don Rickles were used for Toy Story 4 in 2019, which I think is really interesting. This is the first Toy Story film that will release without the participation of co-creator John Lasseter, who was fired in 2018. And then this is also the 10th Pixar film that Randy Newman has scored. And he's done all Toy Story movies, both Monsters Inc. movies, Cars 1 and 3, and A Bug's Life. So, and he's just really done a beautiful job. And
Yeah.
as we go through the next one, obviously we've talked about a lot about is Moana. So,
Yeah.
and this one is the live action. And Kevin, did you like Toy Story 4? Kevin, Theme Park Adventure, did you like Toy Story 4? What did you think of?
Real quick, as speaking of sequels, to piggyback off my point from earlier, we got Toy Story 5 coming, here pretty shortly in 2026. They announced Incredibles 3 for 2028, like I mentioned earlier, but that'll be 2028. Coco 2, which is 2029, and apparently they're going to do Monsters Inc. 3, which is to be announced. Which really, I'm wondering what they're going to do with that, because technically the Monsters at Work show has been a continuation of Monsters Inc. So, and the other thing too is it kind of, this, granted, this is just some random tweet from somebody. I'd imagine it's going to have, it'll probably be Monsters Inc. 2, because technically Monsters University was a prequel. So, anyway, let me see if I can find the rest of this quote from Pete Doctor.
So yeah, I agree, Pam. They get money for sequels because people are curious It might not be because they like sequels. Yeah, I agree 100%. I've also find it interesting that Auli'i Cravalho, who voiced Moana originally in the animated movie, chose not to reprise her role. So Moana in a live action, this is Catherine Lagaea, and we would have to check with definitely have to check with Elena.
Oh
to
yeah,
know if I pronounced
I
that
guarantee
correctly.
we just butchered those.
Catherine. Now I know how to pronounce Ali'i Cravalho. I know how to pronounce her name, Catherine Lagaea. That's my best stab at that. And then Maui, Dwayne Johnson. Maui's character was drawn to resemble Dwayne Johnson in the in the anime.
And they do that a lot.
At him anyway. So
Yeah.
and then Chief Tui will be played by John Tui. And then Rena Owen will play Grandma Tala. It's interesting. Do you think that who voiced Chief Tui originally?
That's it's shoot. He plays Boba Fett.
Right.
Yeah, killing me.
I think he could have done this.
He probably could have. Of course, stature wise, he's not built like that.
I don't know. He's pretty. I mean, even in Boba Fett, he was pretty buff.
Yeah,
he was. Think about it. He was in really good shape for Boba Fett. Let's see.
Tamora Morrison, Tim.
Yes. Yeah, I think he could have done this.
Yep.
And then Grandma Tala, and of course, Ali'i Cravalho voiced Moana, and but she did not want to do the live action because she wanted another Pacific Islander to take on that part. So that was really cool. This is a live action remake. It'll be interesting to see how closely they stick to the animated version. Jim Cummings. It says four other actors have reprised voice roles in remakes. Jim Cummings as Winnie the Pooh and Tigger in Christopher Robin. Frank Welker as Cave of Wonders in Aladdin. James Earl Jones as Mufasa in The Lion King. And Chris Sanders as Stitch in Lilo and Stitch. The first trailer on this got 161 million online views within the first 24 hours. So that's that is a lot. And it is the 299th live action film produced by Disney. So this one's going to be this will be an interesting one. See, I think Dwayne Johnson can do this. I really do. I mean, because you're not going to have. Obviously, Maui was modeled after him anyway, but he's a cartoon character, and so he was really wide and really big. No human man is going to look like that. But obviously, Dwayne Johnson comes about as close as. I mean, it's obvious that he should be the one to play Maui.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great. But yeah, it just depends. Jonathan said, he needs more bulk, and he may bulk up. Just I don't, Dwayne is not as young as he used to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely over time. It carrying that much muscle and that much weight on you, I mean that puts added strain on your organs. So
it does. Yeah, it does. But I think he can. I totally think he can pull this off because he's already done it once.
Technically twice with the second movie.
So that's just it's gonna be really good. I think it'll be good. I think they'll do a good job with it. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with special effects and how closely they stick to the animated feature. to see what they do with Tamatoa, the you know, and the um
I've seen
the
a still shot of Tamatoa, and he's still pretty much animated, but he resembles more of a real crab. So,
yeah.
um, I again, that's what gets me with these live action remakes is like there's still so much animation that has to be done. Uh,
Right. Right.
anyway,
Yeah, because thing can't be, I mean, there's no real Kakamora that we
yeah,
know of on the
I
planet.
hope this marks the return of the Kakamora float to Aloha
Uh,
Isle there at Magic
yeah,
Kingdom. 'Cause,
yes,
that
yes.
was one of my favorite snacks of all
Needs
time.
needs to make a comeback. It absolutely does. So next is Spider-Man: Brand New Day. This one is coming out July the 31st, and the expected rating for this is PG-13.
Yeah.
Tom Holland will play Peter Parker. Zendaya will play MJ. Bruce Banner will be played by Mark Ruffalo, and Sadie Sink is going to be in this. And her role actually been announced? They're thinking that she's going to play Jean Grey in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. From what I've heard, supposedly for some reason, and again, Jean Grey is one of the strongest characters in the X-Men.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, maybe she's got something wrong with her. I don't know, or maybe she doesn't realize her powers yet, or I don't know. But
Mhm.
I mean, people have alluded to maybe she's Jean Grey. Um, they've said I think I've seen it out there that supposedly the Punisher uh, may have been put in charge of like her safety, essentially. Uh, so we'll see. Um, I really don't know what. I mean, I
Mhm.
think it'd be cool. Obviously, if she's who they're going with for Jean Grey, that means they're going to be going younger with the
Yeah,
X Men as they
yeah.
introduce them into the official MCU versus the Fox
Mhm.
universe.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty excited, for this movie. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
a box office hit.
Oh,
I love John Bernthal's Punisher. Big fan of John Bernthal's Punisher. He's fantastic in the Daredevil series, and I've only watched a little bit of the Punisher series from Netflix back in the day. But speaking of Daredevil, Daredevil Born Again season 2 dropped this evening, which Jillian and I will be watching probably once the stream is over.
yeah,
Uh,
I will too.
we're very excited for it. Love Charlie Cox and
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio um, as the Kingpin,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so
It's intense.
yeah. So anyway, not family friendly, but man, is it good television. Um, and so it's really funny because I watched Daredevil, the original seasons 1 through 3 by myself, and I told Jillian, I was like, man, I really think you'd like this if you give it a shot. And she's like, man,
Yeah.
okay. Didn't really take me seriously. And then she finally gave it a shot, and she really enjoys it. I said, "Well, I tried to tell you." uh, but anyway,
Right.
she
Oh, yeah.
enjoys it now, and we're looking forward to watching this new series. And we're looking forward to seeing where they take the story. But uh, anyway, uh, looking forward to this movie big time. They've teased. There are still shots from the trailer that people have taken and kind of compared to iconic Spider-Man uh, covers, various comic book covers,
Mhm.
and it could be potentially storyline teasers for where they might take the story. You
Right.
know,
That's true.
Peter, Peter, where we left him from Spider-Man No Way Home. Um, is nobody knows who he is. Nobody remembers who Peter Parker is.
Yeah.
Aunt May has passed.
Mm-hmm.
She was killed. Um, and so he's just Spider-Man. Himself.
Nobody knows him. It's
He has zero connections in the world. So people have said maybe because of that. We may see him kind of struggling with his identity in that he doesn't have that support system.
right.
He's kind of on an island. People have teased maybe we'll get like the man spider thing where he's on his own, and so he's kind of struggling with maybe he starts being a bit more spider like. It gets pretty weird. He kind of morphs into like a spider looking thing. I don't think they'll go that far with it, but
No, I don't
anyway.
think they will.
But anyway, that's definitely a storyline.
The trailer is definitely interesting. This is going to be 4 years since the events of No Way Home, and again, he's entirely alone because he voluntarily erased himself from the lives and memories of everybody.
Yeah.
And he is full-time Spider-Man, but then he has some physical issues that come to bear that he has to struggle with, and so it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be. I hope that it's well done because the plot, the teasers are really interesting. This trailer is the first movie trailer ever to cross 1 billion with a B views.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are looking at this one, and I think hoping that it's going to be a good one. So Sadie Sink is the fourth actor I say from Stranger Things to appear in a Marvel project. David Harbour plays Red Guardian. Thunderbolts and Thunderbolts in 2025. Avengers Doomsday. And then Joseph Quinn plays Johnny Storm, the Human Torch in the Fantastic Four First Steps and the Avengers Doomsday. And Charlie Heaton played Sam Guthrie in the New Mutants. So in 2020. So there are a lot of crossovers there from Stranger Things into this one. I'm really excited about this one. I think it's going to get. I hope it's good. I hope it's just fantastic. I really do.
Yeah.
I really have enjoyed Tom Holland as Peter Parker. I think he does a fantastic job with it and everything, and he loves playing Spider-Man. So, so we're looking forward to that one. That'll be coming up pretty quick. And let's see, what did I say? What is the date on that one? What did I say?
July 31st.
July 31st. So, sometime in the summer. Super Troopers. Okay, I stuck this one in there, guys, because it is a Disney movie. But I know nothing about Super Troopers 1 or 2.
Definitely not family friendly. We can keep moving.
I apologize for
it's
that.
rated R.
I don't know. It was on the list.
Yeah.
And Disney, has crept over into this, into the R rate, the Hulu, all the Hulu stuff, and which I don't. I don't necessarily like that crossover, but anyway, and I know nothing about Super Troopers and probably don't even care to invest.
You're better for it.
To check it out. But at any rate, that one is Disney. It's coming out August the 7th. So the expected rating on it is R. So we also have this one, and I just wanted to mention all of the Disney movies that are coming out. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't advance that. There's Sadie Sink there.
Yeah.
And some of this, the kind of the comic book. Love
Yeah.
that.
Character
Yeah.
speculation. You
Yeah.
know, speculation for her character.
Okay. And then there's the, again, I know nothing about Super Troopers, don't even know the plot. So,
Yeah. Keep
but
going.
that one's coming out. I know they've, again, with the sequels. Hexed is another Disney one that's coming out November 25th. It's not yet rated, but it's an awkward teen and his type A mother learn his peculiarities, might be magical powers, transforming their lives and revealing a hidden magical realm. So that one, I have no idea. It stars Jim Hanks, CeeLo Green, and Emile Claire Barlow, probably Emily Claire Barlow. It's the 65th film in the animated canon. So, again, there are no trailers out for this or anything yet, but if you're interested in that, it could be a good one, could be a sleeper. Who knows?
Yeah. Jim Hanks being Tom Hanks' brother.
Right. So there's that one.
Who usually does the voice of Woody in video games when Tom isn't feeling up to it.
Yes. Now this drawing or this this promo the animation looks really pretty, and I love the colors. So we'll see how that one works out. And this one is a big one. This one is the big one. William Avengers Doomsday, set for December 18th. It is not yet rated. This one likely will get an R rating. I don't know. But this is going to be an interesting one because obviously Robert Downey Jr., his character, Iron Man, died in Avengers Endgame. And so they have brought, pardon?
It's a spoiler alert.
Well, we've already dropped a few spoilers. We've already dropped a lot of spoilers. But if you haven't watched Avengers Endgame yet, I don't know what rock you've been under, but he comes back as Dr. Doom. How do you feel about that one, William?
Something. I'm most excited for Jonathan's comment here, but yeah, we get proper Captain America back, but yeah, man, I'll tell you what, and I guess this is kind of somewhat self-inflicted, really, but they have a ton of big names in this movie. Like, there's no telling what the budget must be for this film, unless everyone's just taking a handshake deal to just be like, thanks for showing up. We'll tie your compensation to the performance of the movie. I don't know, but
how are they doing it? That there's so many names in this, it's crazy.
Good heavens. Yeah, it's just I mean, it's I don't.
Anybody who's ever had a toe in the Marvel universe is coming back for this movie. You've got Captain America, Steve Rogers. Chris Evans is coming back as Steve Rogers. You've got Robert Downey Jr. playing Victor Von Doom. Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. Chris Hemsworth comes back as Thor. Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson. You've got Alan Cumming as Kurt Wagner, which I'm really excited about. Kelsey Grammer as Hank McCoy, again with the X-Men theme. Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. I mean, it just, again, it's going to be amazing. The storyline to this is a closely guarded secret,
Yeah.
y'all. The film was originally entitled Avengers: The Kang Dynasty because
Yeah.
Kang the Conqueror, who is a time traveler villain from Quantum Mania, from the quantum realm, was going to be the antagonist in this. But in 2023, Kang's actor was fired, and
Yeah.
so Marvel replaced Kang with Victor Von Doom as the
Yeah.
antagonist and renamed it Avengers Doomsday, which, quite frankly, I like the redo there better than I did the original concept.
Yeah. I mean, I think with the original concept, they, I feel like that might have been a little smoother transition into bringing in the X-Men, in that you got a time traveling, villain. You could pull anybody out of time. Any variant. We've seen that with Loki. Any variant, of a version of a character. I mean, you could have easily ended up with, granted, which we ended up seeing this in Spider-Man: No Way Home, but the previous iterations of Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
The multiverse just and okay, I lost the
I was saying, yeah, I
have Agamotto. Oh, I kept wanting to say Agamemnon.
Yeah.
So not the great character. But the multiverse just kind of reset everything. If y'all saw Loki, the series Loki, I really love that. I really enjoyed that. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it, especially if you like time travel. And I love time travel. So, but this one I am totally up for. I have missed, I've missed the Avengers. They tried to go on and make some other movies. I felt like the X-Men, frankly, with Pedro Pascal, was
Fantastic Four.
Pardon? Yeah,
Fantastic Four.
I'm sorry, Fantastic Four. I felt like it was dry. I just I don't know. What did y'all think about Fantastic Four?
I think it was good, not great.
Pedro Pascal.
I thought it was okay, and I don't know. It's. I feel like they did kind of different takes on the characters.
Yeah.
Johnny. You contrast Joseph Quinn's Human Torch with Chris Evans, and it's pretty well night and day.
And just I'll raise my hand here and insert. Nobody is going to compete with Chris Evans.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be done, and I like Joseph Quinn, but I just think I think I would really like to see it, and it would be comic appropriate. I would like to see Joseph Quinn's Human Torch, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man interact with each other. Because Spider-Man kind of hangs out with the Fantastic Four for a little bit in the comics, and so I would like to see that dynamic. But anyway, I think some of the decisions that they made, as far as the way that they handled the characters, I did really like the time period. I thought that was really cool. The time period that they had the movie set in. But it just they made some strange decisions with that movie to where there were moments where I wanted to like it, and then it just kind of pulled me back. So
I lost it.
Yeah, and so they were they were on the verge of of me liking it. That
Right,
line between kind of good and oh, this is really good. It's
right.
kind of
Yes,
this is
yes,
fine. I'm not going to
yeah,
go out of my way to watch this movie.
right. It
Um,
was to me, it was flat. I
yeah,
felt I felt like, uh I felt like the storyline was okay,
yeah,
but it could possibly have even been the director's fault for not pulling those performances out of the actors.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Um, and of course, it's hard not to, think of the original cast, in
yeah,
Fantastic Four, which I really enjoyed.
yeah,
And uh, this it was good. I would have liked it more if I had not seen the original cast, you know.
right,
But it was just a little flat. And again, that could very well have been directing.
yeah.
So,
I didn't feel like Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby. I didn't feel like had great chemistry.
0 chemistry, 0 chemistry.
Um,
Now, I will have to say, no offense to the actress, I do not like her as Sue Storm.
yeah,
I absolutely do not, especially after Jessica Alba.
yeah,
Um, I don't like her as Sue Storm. She's not. She didn't do a very good job with the role,
yeah,
and there's not a maternal bone in her body, in the as Sue Storm. I don't know.
yeah,
It just didn't work. The dynamic. There's no chemistry between her and Pedro Pascal.
yeah.
0. And I just did not like her as Sue Storm. I just didn't. Um, but
Right.
at any rate,
There were portions of the movie that I enjoyed, but overall, it was just
yeah,
it's okay.
yeah.
Uh, and also
Um,
too, it didn't help because you know the media circuit for that movie was very awkward. And there were just weird interactions with Pedro Pascal, who continues to kind of I would keep him as far away from the media circuit for Mandalorian Grogu as humanly possible,
I would too.
uh,
I would
because
too.
he's really trying hard to tank his own stuff.
Yeah.
And so
Doesn't do himself any favors
yeah,
with his comments, and
yeah,
it's off-putting for fans. It's
yeah,
very off-putting for fans. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. They need to put duct tape over his mouth and
yeah,
just let the movie stand on its own.
yeah,
Um, so, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You don't, you know, actors need to stop saying things
yeah.
that just totally blow it for the
Don't
fans. Just
don't make
entertain.
people don't give people ammo to not come watch your movie. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
I didn't watch Captain America: Brave New World with in theaters. I watched it on Disney Plus, and I thought, no, this is like a B minus movie. Yeah,
Mhm.
Harrison Ford's pretty cool, and I was like, this movie's. I mean, it's not bad. I'm glad I didn't pay money for it to get in the theaters, but I thought, this movie's okay. But guess what? Due to Anthony Mackie's comments, I really didn't have much incentive, or much
Right.
motivation to go watch the movie.
Uh-uh.
You know,
Uh-uh.
don't
No.
say dumb stuff and give people ammunition to not support your
Yeah.
movie.
Yes. When you're trying to promote a movie, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Just yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, he definitely did. And I didn't sit at the movie theater either, for
yeah,
that reason. So, especially when you're criticizing the content of the movie that you just made. It's
yeah.
like, really?
Right.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Um,
Pam says I saw the original Fantastic Four and I liked that and didn't want to watch the newer one because of that. And that's fair. That's valid. I
mhm.
enjoyed it. Is it Michael Chiklis who played the
Yeah,
the thing?
yeah.
I loved him. I loved the dynamic between him and Chris Evans,
Oh,
Human
I did
Torch.
too. Yeah.
I
There was good
enjoyed.
chemistry there. There
Yeah,
was good chemistry. It was the casting was good for that one.
yeah. There's a really funny note that I saw floating around on X the other day. I saw someone had tweeted something along the lines of, "The Incredibles was so well done that Fox had to go back and change the ending to the Fantastic Four movie because the Incredibles had done a better family superhero movie than they had. So they had to go back and redo the ending of their movie because the Incredibles is so good. They had to really, there's a big ending there,
They
for
had to
that
switch
first
it up.
for that Fantastic Four movie, the first one, with the
Yeah.
big fight scene, and
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah.
creative, and
Oh, wow.
it takes all four of them to beat Doom, and
Yeah.
so from supposedly, per this random person on Twitter, supposedly the whole reason they had to go back and make that grand finale is they felt pressure from the Incredibles being so
Incredible.
good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Now that's interesting. Well, this one, there is the cast, yeah. And I know that's kind of small and you can't see everybody, but it's all of those people, I don't know. It's really an amazing, star-studded is the understatement of the century here. We're looking forward to it. And, to see, kind of see what they do with it because, there are so many people in Avengers Doomsday because they have to pull in, or they're pulling in. So, basically everybody from the Marvel comics, I guess. It's like, if you didn't get an invitation to this garden party as an actor, you'd be really upset. So, like, you don't get to sit at the cool kids table because everybody is there. So, at any rate, this is another one I'm really excited for. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So Avengers Doomsday, and that one opens December 18th. Not yet rated, but it's got, everybody from the Avengers to the Fantastic Four to so it's gonna be. I think it's be good. And
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I hope again. I hope it. They're gonna have. Yes, a yearbook photo. That's hilarious. They're gonna have a tough time, and frankly, I don't think they can do it. Anything's possible, of course, but I don't think they can do it. Like, to recapture the magic of the entire build all the way up to Endgame. I don't think, I can't envision them ever reaching those heights ever again. Is it possible? Yeah, sure, anything's possible. But man, Avengers Endgame was a cultural event. There's clips on the internet of people, cheering audibly and clapping, and people losing their minds, with the big fight scene at the end.
Our theater, yeah, there were in our theater. People were literally talking to the screen. Yeah, it's like talking out loud, cheering. I mean, it was a audience participation.
Yeah, I mean, Captain America finally gets off that Avengers Assemble, and just the whole place goes nuts. That era has ended.
When he wields the hammer, I think
that too.
90% of the audience in unison said, "I knew it." It was fantastic. So
so I again, anything's possible, but that the entire build to Endgame and how people who are not big comic book folks or even big superhero folks, jumped in, and they watched the Avengers, each of the individual superhero movies, because they all built to the Avengers, and continued to watch all the other films. I mean, shoot, Ant-Man of all characters, ended up doing big numbers, pretty big numbers at the box office.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a character you wouldn't, that's that's not a, and that's not an A tier character.
No.
um,
And but you've got Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas,
uh-huh,
cast as Hank Pym, and it was just, Michelle Pfeiffer,
yeah,
it was good. They
yeah,
just they the thing with Marvel that made that run oh, pardon me, extra good was, the casting.
yeah,
So much of that depended on the casting, and with only a few exceptions,
yeah,
the casting was phenomenal.
yeah,
So we'll see what they do with it. My thing is, like with Endgame, with so many big names in it, you wonder how they're going to fit everybody in to the story.
right,
It's going to be an even bigger challenge with this one.
yeah.
So
And it's hilarious at this point because that was my concern with the original Avengers movie. It's like,
mhm.
how in the world are they going to give everybody enough screen time? And they did,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And then you fast forward to Infinity War and even Endgame, you know, everybody gets enough screen time, you know.
Thanks,
Um,
Jonathan.
so anyway,
Okay.
that's funny, but so yeah, I mean, this is yeah, how in the world, are
Yeah,
they going to manage to
yeah.
give everybody, the movie's going to be 5 hours long.
Oh, yeah. Well, and Jonathan is 100% right. It looks like a class
Yeah,
photo, high school class photo. There's so many people, and they're all big names is the thing. So, but that's the Marvel. I mean, they have built this film franchise
yep,
with all of these characters.
yep.
So we'll see. We'll see. I hope they surprise us and blow us away.
I hope so
I
too.
Would that be fantastic, for them to come back after the years have passed, after Endgame, and just
uh,
blow it out of the water with this? I would just love that. I would love that.
yeah,
We need a good movie. We
yeah.
we totally need a really good movie. So, just some Disney news here. That wraps it up, y'all, for the movies that are coming out. Um, and so, the ones that you're hopefully, you'll be
Once
looking forward
again, honorable
to.
mention to the Super Mario Galaxy movie, not Disney, but
Ah,
but big fan. Looking forward to the Super Mario movie, a Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out April 1st.
yeah, I am
Also,
too. I am too. Yeah. So really, really fast. Good stuff coming up uh here just in a little bit. And we've got to wrap up this live stream so we can go start watching season 2 of Daredevil.
uh,
Some several reopenings, y'all, that Disney has announced. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin reopens April 8th, and this is one that I am super excited for. Um, it's it's we talked a little bit about this last week and all the different changes that they've made to this ride, or week before last, I guess, when Tina was with me. But I'm looking forward to it. I think
yeah,
I'm hoping they've pretty much changed, you know, everything from your blaster design. The laser pointers are different colors, so you can actually tell which one is yours, and when you hit a target, a lot more interactive. New ride vehicles. It's going
yeah,
to be great. So um, that one is getting cranked up, and there's some other things too that are happening. May 26th, the Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live, the Walt Disney Studios Courtyard. This is all at Hollywood Studios. Then at Epcot, Soaring Across America will open, and then also on May 26th, Bluey's Wild World at Conservation Station. All of those open on May 26th. So a lot going on across the parks there. I will have to say I am the least excited about Bluey's Wild World
But you're
taking
not going to
over
be able to stir
conservation.
them with a stick out there at the train station.
Right. Well,
That thing's going to, people are going to be rope dropping the train at
they
Hollywood or
they
at
will.
Animal Kingdom to
They
go to
will.
conservation station to
And
beat
more
Bluey and
power to
Bingo.
them. More power to them. I'll head to, to Flight of Passage or, you know, uh, uh, Everest. More power to them out there. Just pack them in there and leave the rest of the park for me.
There you go.
But yeah, oh well. Hey, call us crazy, y'all. We never did to use a phrase here. We never did get on the Bluey train.
Yeah.
But it's taken Bluey's taken over conservation stations. So I know that they really kind of have to go with what's popular, but I'm afraid that it's called conservation station for a reason. It's supposed to be about real animals and real care for the animals and what have you. But I think it's cute. I've watched Bluey. I'm just not huge on it. So, but they announced these dates. The Walt Disney Studios courtyard there at Hollywood Studios. I am interested to see what they do with that.
Yeah.
And how they I hope they give us something really fun. To go on the other side of the big Hollywood Studios arch that they knocked down.
Yeah.
For this, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm not a huge.
It's definitely. I mean, it's definitely going to change the look of that area. There as you walk there into the middle of Hollywood Studios, there in front of the Chinese Theater. Looking off that direction. Have they fixed Gertie's tail yet? I don't think they have.
What was wrong with Gertie's tail?
It had broken off, and they tried to stack some boxes over next to it so you couldn't see over there as well.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my goodness. Gertie is injured?
Uh-huh.
Well, this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Have they gotten her fit?
There's an article from March 1st at WDW News Today. Gertie's tail fell off at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
No. Oh. Okay, well that just really upsets me. That hurts me.
Yeah.
They guys, one word, Disney, maintenance. Walt would not be happy with this. I didn't know about it either, Jonathan. I'm shocked, aren't you? Gertie, of course, guys, is out on Echo Lake, which is to the left. If you're looking, straight up Hollywood Boulevard towards the Chinese Theater. To your left is Echo Lake. The big dinosaur's name is Gertie. The big dinosaur there. And there is an ice cream stand inside Gertie's tummy.
I mean, you can't see much. You can't see much of Gertie's tail because it's in the water. But it's definitely she's got a small crack on the back of her tail.
Okay, well they'll fix her. They have to fix her. So she's wonderful. We love Gertie. I think they released several years ago. They released a stuffed Gertie, the dinosaur, that was really, really nice, that I missed, and I really wish that I had gotten that plush just because she's sentimental. At any rate, so those openings are coming. Also, guys, this one was very disappointing to me. I'll just have to say. I was watching Diz Our Dream with Jeff and Angela. If you don't follow Diz Our Dream, don't know Diz Our Dream, look them up on YouTube. Fantastic couple. We absolutely love Jeff and Angela. And Jeff started out his stream on this past Saturday at Magic Kingdom, and then moseyed on over to the Grand Floridian to check out the Easter egg display. And much to our chagrin, they have have hugely downsized. The big Easter egg display is not there this year. Significantly smaller than in years past. The resort lobby, used to be like, pretty much covered in all of these gorgeous chocolate and candy eggs that Grand Floridian chocolatiers would, would make and put out there. Detailed, gorgeous. These are some pictures of the eggs. I did a live stream in 2023 with Dean the Turkey Legster, monorail hop from the display at the Contemporary, and then we went over to the Grand Floridian to look at and these are some pictures from that. But there's a live stream on our, if you want to see the whole thing in its entirety of all the eggs. They're not doing that this year, and in addition, the Grand Cottage is not there either. And this, you can see the eggs in the background there, but the Grand Cottage was where they had Easter treats. Found all of these wonderful treats, and you can buy these beautifully. You can buy a box, of Easter treats. They had all kinds of confections. William, I brought y'all back, a gigantic Easter egg. I just bought a box one year, and they wrapped it beautifully, and I carried it on the plane and brought it home of all these gorgeous Easter treats. That's the Easter Cottage there, and it's not there. So if you are, and Jonathan, that's true. Okay. Jason Thibodeau says the tail has been, Gertie's tail's been fixed.
As of March 6th, there we go. I found it.
Okay.
They had originally looked like they tried to patch it, and then it ended up falling off. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Jason. I was just looking that up. But yeah, as of March 6th, it looks like they fixed the little back part of Gertie's tail per Walt Disney World News today. So,
Jason, thank you so much for.
I was looking that up on both my phone and the laptop. I was like, surely there's been an update since then.
Well, I can sleep. I will sleep better tonight knowing that Gertie is not still injured. I'm picturing this, these gigantic bandages wrapped around her tail. Maybe some mercurochrome, or well, there's an old one. I've really dated myself with that term. That Jason.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And Jonathan says everyone's complaining this year the eggs aren't well placed. Well, there are only like 4 of them, and they're scattered around the main building. And if you've only got 4 to start with, then you're literally going to have to go on a major Easter egg hunt to find them.
Yeah.
And Jeff did. He found them, but it was like, he got to the lobby. He was live, and he got to the lobby and said, "Where is it? Where is it?" So at any rate, they. So what's the deal, guys? Did the eggs are upstairs in corners, and they aren't well placed. So Jason says Gertie's tail still doesn't wag. So
yeah.
Yeah, but she's okay. That's the yeah, but the eggs, y'all, like I said, Jeff was just like lost. He said, where is it? It's not here. And of course the cottage is not there too. Now, as y'all know, they have put the lobby bar called the Perch open in November of last year. And so, does that mean that because of the bar, they're not going to do it anymore? What's the story? And also, if they didn't do the Easter egg display, there's no room for the Easter cottage as pictured here. What is that? What are we going to do about the Christmas tree and the Christmas cottage, the gingerbread house?
Yeah.
What are we going to do about that? I I believe that it's unacceptable to not be able to do these two things that people look so forward to because of a bar that didn't need to be there. I'm
Yeah.
not real happy with that at all. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, I agree, Jonathan. So are they not going to do the gingerbread house because of that stupid bar
Yeah.
that doesn't match and is an eyesore in the lobby? I don't know. So, um, we'll see. We don't know if this is like a one-time change or, if they're just doing away with it. So, and again, what does that mean for the Christmas gingerbread house that they traditionally do for November, December? Let me let me put into the chat the link um, to my live stream from 2023 of the beautiful, amazing Easter display that was there. Dean and I started out. Dean the Turkey Legster and I started out at the Contemporary, and we got on the monorail, did a hop over to the Grand Floridian, and I show all of their eggs and the Grand Cottage, and one of the nice cast members there at the Grand Cottage describes all the goodies, and so it was just the piano player was there. It was just a beautiful spring live stream. So, and I think if I'm not mistaken, that was actually the first day of spring in 2023 when I was there. I was there for the Tron preview. So, so that's a beautiful stream. It really is. So y'all check that out if you want to. And moving along here, and there's what that thumbnail looks like. That's that monorail hop. So if y'all want to see what that looked like, past tense, you can do that. We also have some promos going on, guys, that have just dropped. And of course, Jillian keeps us apprised of all this. You can print this screen if you need to, but there's some big deals that just dropped for late summer and fall. And I probably need to, Tina, we need to take a look at these and, try to figure out what we want to do. I would love to be there again in November when you and Chuck are there. So if you've been thinking about a trip in 2026, there are several new offers. Y'all contact Jillian with Mickey Travels. She's William's wife and absolutely does a fantastic job with her clients planning their Disney vacations. Her information, all of her contact information is in the description of this video. So check it out. They've got a free dining offer. If you book by April 30th, free dining offer. Get a free dining plan when you book a 4-night, 4-day vacation package with Park Hopper tickets. And they're just valid most nights, June 28th to October 3rd, the 19th, October 19th through the 31st, and then December 6th to the 21st. So by all means, check these out. We also have, some savings up to 30% on resort hotels. So here are the details on that. They're coming back with the 4-day, 4-park Magic ticket. That returns is perfect for quick trips. And since I do not have an annual pass anymore, that likely, be what I would do for a fall trip, assuming I get to do that. So again, you can print screen this or check it out, get in contact with Jillian and she'd be more than happy to give you the details. Florida residents save up to 35% on select Disney resort hotels, and you can stay July 30th to October 3rd. And especially, savings kind of mount up on stays of 5 nights or more. So be sure and check all that out because I know a lot of you, not during, okay. Tina, you already have your dates. If you do, I need to get them from you. maybe start planning in that direction because I do want to try to be there. And we hope that you have enjoyed this, review of all the 2026 Disney movies coming up. I'm really excited for Devil Wears Prada, obviously Spider-Man, and excuse me, the Marvel movie.
Yep. Doomsday.
Really
Spider-Man
excited.
Brand New Day.
Yeah, for those in particular. So we'll just have to see what they do. But at least we have a pretty good lineup, and there are just a couple of just being in the theater watching trailers. William, there are a couple of non-Disney movies that really look interesting this year too. So maybe 2026 is shaping up to be a better movie year than the past few have been. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a good chance of it. Hopefully these movies meet the hype.
Yeah, definitely. I do too. I hope they do. Okay, do we want to open Lorcana?
Sure. Yeah, you had other stuff that show and tell type stuff. I don't know if you wanted to cover that tonight or if you want to push it.
I guess we could go ahead. It's up to you. What do you think?
Well, I think let's do one or the other. Either
Okay.
If you got the stuff handy, just go ahead and show it. We can always wait. I've got no shortage of Lorcana to open here, so
okay.
Yeah, feel free. Yeah, go ahead and do the show and tell.
Hail Mary Sophoff. Okay, Jonathan, I'm gonna have to look that one up. I saw. I
want to say it's Ryan Gosling. I've seen lots of.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, okay. Project Hail Mary.
I have seen that. So we'll see. You think it's going to be good, Jonathan? I hope it is.
It's got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, 77% on Metacritic, and 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. 96% of Google users like this movie.
Oh, okay. So it's already out?
Yes. So as it's what's it rated? I don't see a rating. It's 2 hours and 37 minutes long. Can't find a rating. It's the summary is science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up on a spaceship with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. As his memory slowly returns, he soon discovers he must solve the riddle behind a mysterious substance that's causing the sun to die out. As the details of the mission unravel, he calls on his scientific training and sheer ingenuity, but he may not have to do it alone. So,
okay, just came out. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. These are. I'm going to go ahead and go full screen. These are some things that William brought us back from his trip to Walt Disney World. This really pretty polo. Jeff loves these. These shirts are so comfortable to wear in the parks or just for every day with the little Mickey. And William and Jeff both look good in anything green because of their eye color. And what else do we have here? I have been circling this set.
It's rated PG-13 on the Project Hail Mary movie. PG-13.
Okay, with Ryan Gosling. I have seen that advertised. I didn't realize it was out. But okay, this one. Y'all know how much I love Tomorrowland. And so this is a set that has been that's been at Tomorrowland for a while. And it says Tomorrowland on the side there, and then Magic Kingdom. Sparkly, and the ears have People Mover and Space Mountain. It looks like Astro Orbiter there, and then
that's a Stitch inside inside his aircraft, his spaceship.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Got a little bit closer there.
I thought it was a neat nod to.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And then very kind of retro there, and you have the
Yeah.
Tron cycles behind
Hmm.
it. And then that pretty sparkly Space Mountain bow
Little pendant in the middle or whatever.
and a pendant, kind of a pin looking thing, and then the back.
Better look if the
Yeah,
designs on the ears.
yeah, better look without the bow. But I love these colors, guys. Very retro looking, and so I wanted the kit, and I got the kit. William was kind enough to pick up the lounge fly. Love this. Now this whole piece here, y'all, is the zipper compartment. You can see the zipper here.
That's neat.
Silver hardware. So that's a big, nice big. It also has, so I have seen them make this without the side pockets, which I don't like. So there's, yeah, I love this. I love the look of it. I love that retro feel to it. The classic Tomorrowland logo there. Space Mountain on the side, and it has extra pixie dust on the back. So yeah, I love this. I really do. And I'd been circling it for some time, and I just asked you to get it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I really do. It has orange lining there with
that's neat. Yeah,
different.
Tina had asked about the lining.
Yeah, different pieces. So has that orange line. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'll keep my eyes open because I would still love to have a Spirit jersey. But look what I found on Etsy.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
On Etsy. And it was, yeah, it's a perfect match to the yeah. So I love it. And it was a lot cheaper than what I could have gotten in the park. So there's that. And something really special here, guys, that William William, I mean, you knew how much I would like this, but look at this pin, guys. It's the 5-legged goat.
So, for those who may be less familiar with the 5-legged goat, the 5-legged goat is one of the characters on the big mural that's there in the Contemporary Resort that the monorails pass by. So it's really, really neat, super cute. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if this pin is authentic or not, but I thought it was really cool. And I saw it on a cast member there at Pop Century Resort, and it's really funny because I didn't have any pins on me at the time, and so I bought a pin so I could trade it for the pin on the cast member because I didn't think I would have enough time to walk back to the room, grab pins to trade, and then get back in time before somebody traded for the goat. So I bought a pin on the spot so I could trade with that cast member.
Yeah. Well, I so appreciate it. Now, I will have to say, and thinking about this pin, I think this is authentic. I think this was part of a set that they put out at one point, possibly not too long ago. I'll have to continue to do some.
It's from 2008 or 2009, I believe.
Yeah.
It was the set that this, if it is legit, it's from that time frame. So
okay. I was thinking more recent. So you may be right. Yeah. But anyway, I love it. I absolutely love that. Mary Blair is probably my favorite Disney, one of my favorite Disney Imagineers, and the 5-legged goat is iconic on that big mural there, 90-foot mural in the Grand Canyon Concourse at the Contemporary. And nobody really knows why she gave the goat 5 legs, but she did. So, and he's just kind of become a little star there on the wall. But yeah, you'll like those. I love the, as there's one more thing too. But I love this Tomorrowland set. Thank you so much, William, for getting. I look forward to wearing that part. As the colors are different too. I like the orange and the blue. But look what I have.
Mhm.
Yay! I have Mickey's Sour Balls. Look at that. I was so excited to see these again. They took these away for a little while. Chris, Dad Builds, YouTube. I blame Chris for my sour balls, making my goofy sour balls addiction. And they took them away for a while, right, William? We couldn't find
Yeah,
them.
I couldn't find them any. They were there for a bit, but yeah, it was welcome. Glad to see them back. And I don't know if the Inside Out ones taste. I think it's called Inside Out Mixed Emotions or something, which is really funny, and I think it's very fitting for for that type of candy.
Right.
So anyway, I don't know if they taste the exact same or not, but anyway, they are really good. I like them a lot.
Chris has been blamed for worse. Yeah, I'm sure he has. I blame Chris for my sour balls addiction. He just said he's been blamed for worse. Yeah. Imperfection, perfection. Yeah, I'm making a mistake on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And it could have been, it could have been, I especially as I've gotten older, I realize that, things are just not always perfect. And just because something doesn't meet our definitions of perfect doesn't mean that there's a problem with it. So, I think of the five-legged goat as kind of a reminder that, not everything is perfect in the world. And just because it's different doesn't mean that it's not okay. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. So, yeah. Google, the five-legged raisin. Yeah. Yeah. And so Jonathan says it's an intentional artistic detail. Yeah. Nothing. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it's so typical of Mary Blair's views. Her art really has always just really spoken to me, if you will, to use the terminology. But yeah, I could absolutely see her doing that. Yeah. At any rate, those are the goodies. Thank you, William,
You're welcome.
so much for getting all that. It's just a Disney merch bag, y'all. It's always a good thing inside those. The other thing I wanted to show you, has anybody been by McDonald's? I know that, as parents, we avoid McDonald's like the plague after our kids grow up, but you have grandkids and you start having to go back. But these are so cute. These are it's a little shoebox. These are in Happy Meals. Have you seen these, William?
I have. Yeah, we've gotten a couple.
Oh, they're adorable. Look at that. Okay, it's a shoebox. It has, look at what's inside this, though. This is so cool. It's a crock. What a crock. Is that great?
It was pretty funny. Yeah, Wyatt has one of them clipped to his backpack currently.
Yeah. See, you could clip it on. So cute. These are so cute, y'all. And they all look different. You can see this one has the golden arches basketball and the golden little crocs, and they're very nicely done. It's nice plastic. But I thought they were just so cute. I don't even like Crocs, so I wear them outside, but occasionally, and I wear them poolside sometimes. But I thought they were just so cute, especially since they have them even wrapped like a real shoe and put in a shoebox. I think they're just very clever. So yeah, just fun McDonald's toys if you're juvenile enough to buy those, or hey, if you have grandchildren, use them as an excuse to buy the crock.
There you go.
Yeah. So fun. Also, for those of us, for anyone out there who may be totally addicted to Shamrock Shakes from McDonald's, and this is an unpaid endorsement, that we're past the time, y'all. We're running out of time. Once McDonald's gets past St. Patrick's Day, then we're on borrowed time, and they only have Shamrock Shakes as long as the flavor lasts. So get out there and get those shakes if you want one. I had one yesterday, and I'm probably going to try again tomorrow. So just until they tell me, oh, we're out. So anywho, okay. What else did I have, William? Anything else?
The Marvel Oreos.
The Marvel. Okay, just quickly, y'all. We'll do this quickly. Okay, now I've done this. I've looked at these before. This Oreo stuff of legends, especially since we were talking about
MCU.
The new movie coming out. This is specialty Oreos. This is 1 of 4. So on this one you have Venom and the Human Torch, and you've got let's see, Storm and Hulk.
Yep.
So let's see, and they have special color changing. Let's get this open. They have special color changing cream. And so let's see what we get.
And cool designs on the heroes on the cookie.
Yeah. And the last ones open were just a lot of fun. So let's see what we get here. There's Mr. Fantastic. And Human Torch.
Yep.
It's really cool. And Loki. Yeah, these are fun. Oreo. Oh my gosh. Oreo is just kind of. Oh, Spider-Man. And the cream, you can see the cream. It's color changing cream. It turns blue in milk. The Avengers symbol. So let's see what else we got. We got
Cyclops.
Cyclops, and then Thing. Gosh, are all these cookies different?
Oh, they are. That's a falcon.
You can see his wings there. All the cookies are different. How do they manage that?
Jean Grey.
Wow. Fantastic Four logo. Golly, they're all, wow.
No Pop Rocks in the stuffing. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange with the cape. They have Pop Rocks?
No.
Who is that?
I don't think it's Professor X. You'd have to look at the little key. There's a little key that tells you who on the packaging who each of the ones are.
And Spider-Man.
Yep.
And then, oh my goodness, this is amazing that they don't have any repeats in this. Captain America.
Yeah, if there are repeats, it's just a couple, really.
Right.
Or at least based off of my experience.
Yeah.
Ultron.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yes, that
Oh,
was
no, I'm not.
Professor. That was Professor X.
Ah,
Yeah, that's Human Torch again.
so we did get one repeat.
Yeah, Loki again.
Yeah, so there's a second Loki.
Yeah,
And
you've got
Spider-Man.
there's Hulk, the Thing, Thor, Spider-Man, Avengers logo, Iron Man, Falcon, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Black
Hey,
Panther, Loki, Scarlet Witch, Ultron, Fantastic Four logo, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Galactus, Spider-Man logo, Ghost Spider, Venom, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Spider-Man mask logo, X-Men logo, Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Magneto, and Professor X.
all right. So this is a big color change, color changing cream, and it does sort of, kinda, but not really. I mean, it's
Yeah,
it
it's
changes
pretty
a bit.
subtle.
Subtle change there. Mm, mm, mm. Oreos and Oreo, y'all. Mm, yum. Oh, okay. Mm. Oh, okay. So Pam asked, no, it's
No,
not pop rock.
no.
Yeah, there's little specks,
Yeah,
but it tastes just like an Oreo. Yeah.
yeah. There's
Mhm.
32 unique embossments, unique designs for the characters.
Yeah, we're not going to cross the streams, Pam.
Mhm.
We're not going to cross the
Oh,
stream.
yeah.
Okay.
As I mentioned, we almost we finished the series one set of the ducks, which I'll have to go. I just realized in the set that I've got out here, Tinkerbell and Dumbo are still inside the house. But I've got the rest of them congregated here. I'll show them next week. But we did start a couple of new sets. There's a marksman set. Um, and so from the marksman set, you've got like Hercules, and you've got I want to say
Oh,
Mulan, Merida, Flit from Pocahontas. But we opened one of the marksman set. We got the Great Gonzo from the Muppets, and we got Robin Hood.
oh,
Uh,
nice.
so they're both, they as you can see, they're both on targets. So all the characters in this set are on
Oh,
targets.
fun.
And I
Fun.
think that I want to say Genie may be another one, but anyway,
Yeah.
so started that set. I thought that was really neat. It was kind of funny because Jillian bought one of the boxes, and I'd considered buying one of the boxes. So it's funny that we split up, and she ended up getting one of them because I'd been thinking about it, but hadn't done it yet. So, um, I've got. We started another set with the trash cans. We got a Mickey Mouse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I would have been a sucker for the trash cans too.
yeah, and then we got Figment here. Figment trash
Oh,
can.
fun. Yeah.
We've also got Belle. Really funny to think of a Disney princess trash can, but here we are. Next up is R2D2.
Yeah. Oh, how fun. I
Mhm.
love that one.
And then 100 More Dalmatians.
Oh, those are so cool.
Next up, we have Dopey.
Ah,
And then finally, we have several duplicates, but finally, we've got Tigger.
ah. So
But yeah,
how many are there in that set, William?
let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's see. Let me double check. I want to say there's like 12, maybe more.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. Looking here real quick. Da, 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 da. Find it. Collection.
Yeah, Jonathan wants the salt and pepper trash cans. Yeah, they're good sized.
Yeah, they are.
They're good sized. Okay, let's see here. Okay, on down. Anything else, William,
Let's see. Sorry.
that you can think of?
I was trying to find.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 18. So there are 18 in the set. So we're seven. We're 7 in.
Okay. So you did pretty well. And
Yeah.
and how many come to a pack?
I want to say 5, maybe.
5 to a pack. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Those will sell like crazy. I bet you. I think those will sell like crazy. So, guys, Mike Wheeler, one of our great ghost hosts, lost his mom less than a year ago. Really been having a tough go of it. Mike is blind, and so losing his mother has been a real challenge for him. One of his friends started a GoFundMe to help him stay in his house, to keep his house that his mom tried, so hard to hang on to. And he is, last time I looked, I haven't checked. I haven't clicked on the link, but to see how, but he's very, very close to his goal of $5,000. And he is just kind of blown away by, by people's generosity. And he's almost there. And that will help him pay the taxes, get the taxes caught up, current, and then also do some work that needs to be done, just routine maintenance on the house. But if you can do that, something you feel like you want to do, there's no pressure, obviously, but something you feel like you want to do, by all means, go to that GoFundMe. Oh, he made and exceeded his goal. That
Good.
is fantastic.
That's excellent.
I am really excited about that. Jeff and I donated a few days ago, and I just called to check in with him, and he just, guys, he's just had a hard time, and all of y'all know Mike. We've been blessed to spend. I've been blessed to spend a lot of time with him in the parks. He really is an extraordinary man, young man. I always say young man because he's my son's age, son's ages, and he really astounds me at what he can do. I think a lot of times I really think that he sees much better than I do. So he's really quite talented and has found a way to actually turn his disability into a help to other people. He loves to help other people who are blind, to help them get acclimated. And anyway, so yes, if you feel like you want to do that, all funds appreciated. I'm really excited that he made and exceeded his goal on that. I'm really excited about that. I love Mike. He has a lot of challenges, and he deals with them admirably. But since he lost his mom, it's really set him back. So talked to him last week, and I need to call and check on him again. But at any rate, if you feel like you want to do that, it'd be great. He's using all of that money, as I said, towards the house and repairs and taxes, and to get it back in good shape so that he doesn't have to leave his home. What else, William? Let's see.
Yeah, again, I covered the highlights from a trip last week, and yeah. I'll talk more about it, and I'll have more show and tell also. But anyway, and I've already shown a few things here and there, but do have more stuff for show and tell, so I'll show that.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I'd love to see if you pick out the your favorite pictures, and
right.
Just talk about just talk about it a little bit. I would love to hear about it because I heard about it kind of as it was happening, and we were talking. talk about each day, but I would love to, to hear what all y'all did, because I know it was just phenomenal. Especially am interested to hear what to hear your thoughts and tips on the Disney dining plan.
Yeah.
Because I know that you hadn't done that in a
Yeah.
while, and then
Yeah.
back in this year,
It'd
I know
been-
y'all had a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, it'd been to close to a decade since we had done that. So, so yeah, definitely have thoughts on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, next week we will be talking about Josh Tomorrow, who has officially taken the reins as CEO of Disney. Oh my goodness. Who is he? What has he said so far? What changes can we expect? Who is Josh Tomorrow? I think a lot of us who follow Disney closely know him. We're familiar with him. He's a big parks guy, which really is exciting to those of us who really love the parks. And he's been with Disney for a long time. He is a Disney guy. I think he gets it. So we'll see, how it works out, if the board will in fact allow him to, to really take the reins and make this, his own administration, if you will. So of course they pulled Bob Iger. Retired for the second time. They pulled him out of retirement when Bob Chapek just didn't work out at all. Of course, my conspiracy theory, I think that was all by design. But so Bob Iger has gone into retirement for the second time, and the board has appointed Josh Tomorrow as CEO. As a lot of us, Josh Tomorrow is very popular with fans. And so we're hoping to see some more, returns to traditional Disney is what we're really hoping to see, with less, classic IP being ripped out of the parks, and that, expansions instead of reimagining rides and all of the things that we've talked about before. So we'll see. We're going to talk about it. Who he is and what we can expect from him and all that, because that's big. You don't get above your leadership. Leadership is everything to any organization or group. And so we're looking forward to seeing what he can do with the company. Each Disney CEO has left his own mark, on the company. And so it'll be interesting to see what, and I'm sure Josh Tomorrow has some thoughts on what he would like to do. So we'll see.
Real quick, talking about leadership, I had mentioned Pete Docter earlier today. There was a quote somebody had quoted from the Wall Street Journal. I don't pay for the Wall Street Journal, so I could read the full article. But the tweet says, Pete Docter wants Pixar to re-embrace the universally relatable concepts like talking toys and monsters in the closet that once made it a juggernaut. Here's the quote. As time's gone on, I realized it's my job to make sure that the films appeal to everybody. To which I was thinking, brother, I could have told you that. Yeah. It always cracks me up because they're, I work in corporate America, and it always cracks me up because you'll have members of company leadership that say something that, they try to sound real profound. And Pete here, this quote from the Wall Street Journal, I'm sure probably thought he was being very profound. I was like, buddy, you could have watched The Hitchhiking Bones, and I could have told you that years ago. So if it's taking you this long to figure that out, maybe he needs to consider subscribing. Anyway, it's I absolutely could have told him that a very long time ago.
We've been let's see, we're coming up on what, 7 years?
7 years, yeah.
Checking Bones. So that's 7 years of wisdom
in October.
Go back and check all that out for free. We just asked for a like and a sub.
Yeah, ballpark 6.5 years into this. So Yeah,
Yeah.
I absolutely could have told old Pete that a very long time ago.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely. I think there are a lot of us, who feel that way. So again, I'm Tom Nabby made a post after Josh Tomorrow took over and said basically, that he was looking forward to seeing, where he led the company, and still looking forward to making more memories and sharing those with as anybody who wanted to listen to him. And
Yeah,
I think we need to have. I really think we need to have Tom back again. Um, we need to talk about that, William. I really think we need to
yeah,
have him back again and talk with him about the different CEOs and what he expects of Josh tomorrow, what he hopes to see,
yeah,
that kind of thing. I'm sure that he would have some good remarks.
yeah. I
Um,
bet.
yeah, so we'll check on that and see if we can get Tom to come back on. I'm always interested to know his take on all things Disney. Been with the company for 50 years, from the
Hmm.
time he was a child. So yeah, he has earned a right to voice his opinion.
Right.
um, anyway, anything else, William? Have we pretty
I
much covered
think that about covers it.
it?
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, Mom did a live stream from the Caldwell Zoo in Tyler, Texas. She got a close up view of one of the elephants there, so one of
Yeah.
the highlights.
Fun.
Again, Mom's already pitched next week's show, talking about Josh tomorrow, highlighting him, and covering some of his um, his tenure thus far with the company, and some of his initial statements, upon taking this leadership
Mhm.
role of the Walt Disney Company. Um, so yeah, I look forward to talking about that next week. Thanks to our channel members, we appreciate y'all and your extra level of support means a whole lot to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also thanks to everybody who's in the chat. Whether you've been here for 5 minutes or 2 hours and 42 minutes, we appreciate you being here. And those that are ghost watching, if you got us on in the background, we appreciate you as well. We know everybody's busy, everybody's got stuff going on, so we appreciate your support. And those watching on the replay, thanks to y'all also. And as always, if you're watching on the replay, make sure to leave a comment, because we'd love to thank you for your support, for watching us. It means a lot to us. So it's a big encouragement to us. So thank you. If you haven't already, check out the liveplace.com. It's basically a TV guide listing for family friendly live streams. Dean continues to improve the site. So check that out if you haven't already. Again, that's theliveplace.com. Check out Dean's YouTube channels, Dreamers Empire and The Live Place. If you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's got a great tool for tracking viewing trends, suggested keywords for titles and tags, and other channel data that'll be helpful to you growing your channel. Basic version's free. If you have under 1,000 subs, it's discounted. If you're interested in it at all, check out our link in the description on this video and use that link. We'll both get a $10 credit for a future or for a free month. Or, well, my bad, I got my lines mixed up there. We'll both get a free month subscription to TubeBuddy.
Right.
Now, for $10 for a future credit for a future order, check out Stickermule. If you're interested, in buttons, magnets, stickers, pins, keychains, etc. If you're interested in anything like that, good, high quality, low cost promotional items, check out our link for Stickermule in the description below. Again, we both get a $10 credit for a future order if you use that for Stickermule. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks to everybody for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. We go live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. Like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live and post new videos. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X. If you want to reach out to us directly, you can send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com. We always love hearing from y'all. So if you feel like just chatting, or if you got suggestions for things you'd like to hear us discuss, we're always open for feedback. So we'd love to hear from you. Mom, anything else you wanted to mention?
I can't think of a thing. You guys, Easter's coming up. It was wonderful. The weather's been gorgeous here, so we're looking forward to Easter. Hope y'all had a
Yep.
fantastic St. Patrick's Day, and we're at the beginning of the year still, and we're getting into it because we're at the end of March already. It's amazing, but go out and make something good happen.
Yep.
Enjoy these beautiful spring days, and plant a tree or do something to get outside and just enjoy nature because it is a gorgeous time of year.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Almost
you.
forgot to do roll call. Thanks to Aunt Joanne, Aunt Susan, Mandy Adams, Tina McNeil, Dave Stragan, Jonathan Chung, Jason Thibodeau, Dean the Turkey Legster, Najuma Brown, Jillian Bone, Tonio Tower, Pam's Fam, Spaceship Ears, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, and I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Let me know so I can thank you properly for being here. But we really appreciate y'all's support. Again, it means a whole lot to us. And, we just have a blast, talking all things Disney and, and other things too. Looking forward to the slate of movies that we have lined up for this year. Very excited about, some of those movies that are coming out. Hopefully they'll meet the hype. But yeah, lots of fun memories to be made. And, it's I've always loved going to the movies. And so, very much looking forward to these movies that are coming out this year.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoy your week, folks. And at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there is always room for one more. So please hurry
back. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks so much, y'all. We appreciate it.
Y'all have a great week.